What is going on, guys? I am LaserBolt and welcome to another Call of Duty / Warzone DMC video, guys. Today I'm going to show you guys how to have snappy aim and almost have aim assist when your guys are shooting an enemy down really fast, really easily. With these awesome controller settings, you're going to be doing all amazing stuff, really snappy like that, and just deleting people that comes your way. So if you guys like videos like this, a like would be greatly appreciated, and let's dive in straight into the video. So I've seen a lot of controller setting videos, and I wanted to give you guys a way for you to fix your personal controller, because everybody tells you change this to this, but no one tells you exactly what that does and how can you fix your problem and how you could become a better player. So I'm going to go address all that, guys, and also going to give you guys a couple recommendations of controllers that you might want to pick up, especially right now Black Friday's rolling out, or for Christmas, that are going to enhance your playstyle way better. So with that being said, let's get started, guys. So what I want you to do, guys, is I want you to walk up to this door and kind of get close as the door. So get close to the door, back up a little bit, and see if your controller moves. If it doesn't move, I want you to push your left stick to the left stick to the right. So don't touch anything and see if it moves. If it doesn't move, you guys have a really good controller and you're good to proceed to here. If it does move when you're moving the left stick or the right stick, then it's time that we adjust a couple settings. Now, even though you guys didn't move, I want you guys still to do these settings because that's going to give you the most optimal settings. So what we're going to do is we're going to go controller, we're going to go to advanced, and we're going to scroll down to advanced, and we're going to put input dead zones. I want you to copy this exactly what I have here: left stick minimum, right stick minimum. If your controller is moving by itself, these are the ones you're going to want to adjust, okay? The left and the right stick, you're going to want to adjust these accordingly. If it's moving too much to the left, you want to bring it down. If it's moving to the right, you want to move it right. If it's going up, you want to move it down. Basically, these are the ones you adjust if you have controller drift. Once you adjusted that and your controller's ready to go, we're going to be able to proceed to the left stick max and the right stick max. What this is going to allow you to do, guys, it's going to allow you to have the input of you pressing your stick activate a lot quicker than it would for 100%. I think these are defaulted at 100%. So your left stick is the one that you're pretty much using to move. You want to make sure you're moving as quickly as you possibly can. So I'm going to have you put these at 75. Your right stick, guys, is going to pretty much control your aim and what you're doing here. So what you want to do, guys, is you want to make sure your right stick is set to 90 because you want to have that nice movement, that when you're aiming, you don't want it to be too fast, but you don't want it to be too slow either. So you can move from one target to another without having a full maximum input, as you're seeing right there. Back to the controller settings we go. All right, we're gonna go here and back to the input settings. Next thing we're going to be touching in here, guys, is we are going to be moving to the left trigger, right trigger. These are going to be, if you set these to 0, I believe they're defaults at 15. This is going to allow you to have trigger stoppers. What that's going to do is that the faster, it's going to make you press the left trigger and the right trigger faster, and pretty much giving you hair triggers, which is allowing you to shoot fast and aim fast, which is really good. Now that we covered that, guys, now let's go a little bit more in depth and talk about the actual controller and what you want to do. So a lot of people, guys, when you're playing the game, they're going to tell you to move this to tactical. Tactical is basically what everybody has used in a lot of Call of Duty games, especially if you play a lot of claw or you're playing a lot of FPS. Tactical is the way that people tell you. I run on mine on default because I have an Xbox Elite controller, and I would definitely recommend everybody to get an Xbox Elite controller or to get the brand new PlayStation controller, because that's going to make your life a lot easier. Now, talking about that, guys, I'm pretty sure you can nab yourself one for less than $100 right now. Click on the link down below. I'll leave it a link to Amazon, where you could go ahead and purchase the Xbox Elite controller for a very low price. Take advantage, guys, while you can, and also purchase the PlayStation 5 controller in advance so you guys can have an advantage when you're playing the game. So with that being said, guys, you could set it to whatever you like, default or tactical. Those are the best settings right there. We're going to have the flip off. Of course, I don't know why people would flip it. We're going to set the stick layout preset to default, and the controller vibration, definitely turn it off. If you have this on, guys, having this off will help you with your aim a lot better, because when you're getting shot, it's going to start shaking, and you want to avoid the shaking as much as you possibly can. Now moving on to aiming, guys. So for aiming, a lot of people will tell you to put this at 6. I am going to tell you guys to put this at 5. The reason being is 5 is going to give you a little bit more snappiness due to the fact that we already fixed the dead zone. And this should make it very sticky aim. Have you kind of like if you were having an aimbot. So really good. Now, if you feel like this is too slow, up it a little bit. But my recommendation is, guys, you're always going to want to, guys, have your horizontal. You're going to want to make sure your horizontal is maxed out more then your vertical. So you want to have like a 6.5. That's what I usually run, 6.5. If you move this up, it's 7. Then you're going to move this to 6. Do never match these because these do two different things. The vertical stick sensitivity, you want to have it lower due to the fact that the guns are kicking a lot vertically when they have recoil. Having this sensitivity at a lower rate is going to allow you to control that gun a little bit better than if you would have these at the same values, okay? So you're going to want to make sure that your vertical sensitivity is set less than your horizontal due to the fact that, you know, the recoil on the weapons are a bit of a pain when it comes to playing on controller. ADS sensitivity, guys, you're going to want to have it at 1%. I guess a sensitivity multiplier. Now, this is where people don't know exactly what to do here because you don't know what should I do when I'm playing third perspective air vehicles. Copy these, and you guys should be good to go. And you're just going to pretty much set those on standard. Now, we have vertical aim. Let's leave these at standard, okay? All of these are going to be in standard. Do not invert those whatsoever. And you should be good to go. Now we're going to be going into gameplay. Gameplay-wise, guys, you want to aim downside behavior. You're going to have that on hold. Change zoom share input. You're going to leave it at sprint, tactical sprint focus. I think that's what it defaults to, so just leave it at that. Focus behavior, guys, you're going to want to leave it at hold. And then we have automatic sprint, which you're going to leave it in automatic sprint. Equipment behavior, guys, you're going to want to make sure that you leave that on hold. Weapon mount activation, you're going to have ADS plus melee. Interact reload behavior, you want to prioritize reload all the single time. That's what you want to do. And then just go ahead and hit apply all, and you guys should be good to go. Now we're going to go into the advanced settings once again, guys, and we're going to actually talk about the aim assist. So there are two I want to recommend here. Number one is the default one. That's the one that everybody's going to be running. If you want more snappy aim, you're going to want to make sure you send this over to the Black Ops. This is going to give you that Black Ops feel, and everybody loves the Black Ops feel. So you're definitely going to want to make sure you have that on Black Ops. It's going to give you a little bit more of a snappy aim. When you're aiming, so change this to Black Ops, and you guys are definitely going to be able to see the difference. Next, we have gyro behavior, guys. We're going to have those off. Link the vector on. We're going to have these at 10, 10, horizontal inversion. Of course, we're going to skip all that. And then now we're going to go into aiming. So for aiming, guys, standard and dynamic are the best ones. I believe standard with the Black Ops combo works really good. If you're going to go to default, then you're going to want to go default, and you're going to want to make sure you send this to dynamic. So depending on which one you pick in the top is going to determine the one that's going to be best suited for the aim response curve type right down here. Then, of course, we're going to have ADS sensitivity multiplier focus. We're going to leave that as default, okay? We're going to leave the sensitivity transition to instant, and we're going to leave the custom sensitivity per zone to off. All right, so for movement behavior, guys, we have tactical sprint behavior. We have that set to toggle. Auto move forward, we have that off. We have tactical sprint behavior to sprint, tap, sprint. Ground mantle, we have that off, so this is going to avoid you from kind of just by mistake mantling without wanting to. Automatic airborne mantle, this is actually pretty good. You want to set this to partial. I believe it's set to off or on. Although this is going to allow you to do, it's going to allow you to mantle automatically when you're airborne. So really important. Automatic ground mantle, you want to set this to off. This is once again involving you mantling without wanting to. So that's going to allow you to have that as well. Inverted slide and dive behavior, you're going to have that on standard. Plunging underneath water, you're going to have that on movement. And parachute auto deploy, you're going to set this to off due to the fact that you manually want to set this your parachute off so you can land at a shorter distance and deploy your parachute without having it to do automatic. Sprinted door, we have that on. And ledge hang mantle behavior, we have to mantle only. All right, down for combat behavior, guys, we have aim stick swap to off. Backpack, alternative controller off, and we have the weapon mount movement exit on. We have weapon mount exit delay to short. A lot of people like to run this on medium. Short is the way to go, guys. Next up, we have depleted ammo weapon switch to off. Some people like to turn this on. It does help them out win some 1v1s. But I would definitely recommend to have that off. If it feels like it's going to help you, definitely turn it on. Pretty much the quick C4 detonation, we have that set to off. And of course, for vehicle, guys, we have short delay on vehicle camera and free look as well here. And of course, overall behavior, we have toggle, moderate, moderate, moderate. Now, one thing I do want to let you guys know is the fact that I want you guys to go also to your graphics settings, and I want you to guys make sure that on your FOV, you have that at, depending on what display you're running or what system you're running, you want to hit that either at 110 to 105, so that way you guys have a really good field of view, which these settings will work best with. So what you want to do, guys, is you want to go ahead, test these settings out. Now that you guys have become adjusted to them, if you feel that something's slow, just come in here, go back to the controller, go to advanced, and change the kind of the horizontal and vertical alignment to whatever you guys want it to be, which we feel fits a little bit more comfortable, which are these here, the stick sensitivity. But always try to remember the rule of thumb, which is a 7 and a 5. Now, with that being said, guys, now it's time to go buy yourself an Xbox Elite controller or the brand new PlayStation 5 controller, so you guys can have buttons in the back of your controller and allow you to change those the way you want to change them, which makes it really, really good. This is going to allow you to have more faster hair triggers for your triggers when you're shooting. Plus, it's going to allow you to control the stick drift a little bit better, giving you a more responsive curve when it comes to your thumbsticks. So definitely go ahead and pick one up with the link down below. I hope you guys are enjoying our content here at the channel. You are doing me the huge favor, guys. Drop a comment, drop a like, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel, turn on all your notifications so you guys won't miss when our videos go live. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.